Hey guys, it's Mooni and welcome back to my channel. This is the setup we're working with today. I kind of like it. I think you guys can see me pretty well. You know, I'm gonna be doing my makeup and we're gonna be talking because what's new? What else do I do? And this chat that we're gonna be doing is a little bit more serious, but it's also not. So let's just get into the video and leave a thumbs up if you enjoy. Subscribe, share the link. You already know what the fuck to do. Hey Mooni! We're gonna be starting off with my usual makeup routine, and as I'm starting off with my makeup routine, we're gonna be having a conversation. So, y'all, I'm still young. I'm 22 years old, and I'm still figuring out my life. I'm still discovering myself. I'm still learning things about myself. I'm still learning. And I think we have this issue in society where people expect you to stop learning at 18. They think that you just have it figured out by then. You go to college, you get a job, you meet somebody maybe, or maybe you already have met somebody. You marry them, have kids, and then you get out, it's all very structured, but I am not a structured individual. And I think this video is the most upfront video that I'm going to release on my channel because this is really important for me to say. This has to do with who I am as a person. It has to do with my content. It has to do with everything. So if you're watching, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, especially if you're interested in learning a little bit more about me. First, let me start off with my primer. I'm going to put some primer on my skin because it's really hard for me to talk and do my makeup. I kind of need to say the steps out loud as I talk while doing the makeup, if that makes sense. Also, I talk with my hands a lot, and I don't give a fuck. And they're ashy. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like I was saying, we're gonna start off strong. I'm starting to think that my body dysmorphia diagnosis was incorrect. And it's been replaced with another theory. Growing up, I was always a weird kid. I never really fit in. Deep down, I knew, if I wanted to fit in, I would have to perform in some way. I would have to alter my personality so that it could fit how people want me to act. I'm a black woman, we're known as aggressive. So I always came off as, I tried to be loud and seen and all these things growing up, and funny, because black women are funny. Black women are known for being funny. We got that humor. Everybody mocks us, everybody mimics us, everybody wants to be us. I was a class clown growing up, and this is my 8th time talking about my childhood in general, online. But I think it's really important for me to mention this because I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know where my life, I'm already getting off track. I'm going back. Hold on. Be patient. I'll turn on the fan. It's hot. What was I saying? Right. I was always weird. I had to conform and alter myself in order to fit in, or in order for the other kids to like me and stuff like that. I had to act a certain way. I started masking at a very young age. So I learned how to be normal, and I'm not even fully normal. The cracks break through. I couldn't fit in completely, but I fit in enough, and that was enough for me, to fit in, to be liked enough, and things like that. But what I'm trying to get at is there's something else going on. A few months ago, I got diagnosed with ADHD symptoms because we were it wasn't a full diagnosis. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to concentrate and I just can't. I really can't. A few months ago, I got diagnosed with ADHD. I'm not saying symptoms anymore. We know what it is. My first ever diagnosis was depression. Then the second one was bipolar disorder. And then it was bipolar disorder with OCD tendencies. And then it was body dysmorphia. I feel I'm missing one more thing in there. There's one more thing in there. Also, I think I got diagnosed with a psychosis, mood disorder type thing. I don't know. They were just it was all over the place. For some reason in society, we've developed this point where black women cannot be when you look at a black woman and she tells you her experiences, for some reason, the doctor's first mindset is bipolar, psychotic. They might as well just walk up to me and say, you're fucking crazy, because they really won't look at the other possibilities. A black woman could walk in and be oh, yeah, I'm just really hyperactive and, there's just a lot going on. And it's the racing thoughts. And they're yeah, sounds like crazy black woman shit. Depending on the doctor, they already have this preconceived notion or bias based off my skin color. What? I'm not gonna lie, this whole conversation is overstimulating me. So I'm actually done talking. I'm gonna do my makeup real quick. And then I'm gonna talk. I'm just done. It's too much. It's a heavy topic for me. It's heavy. I wanna talk about it. But let me just say the most basic stuff. Let me start off with the less heavy stuff. Okay, my social media is very important to me. Content creating has been on and off for me since 2020. I didn't realize it was something I truly wanted to do until last year. Last year, around November, school was never for me. I only went to school because I had to. I did a lot of things because I had to do it, and I felt like society wanted me to do it. That's why I did those things. But that's not what I want to do. I've always been a creative person. I think I'm creative, if I try hard enough. Sometimes I don't even have to try. It's just, it's just in me. I feel like I have a lot of restless energy, and where I prefer to put that energy is in something creative and something cool, something that's beneficial and also gives me enough dopamine. That's where I'm at with content creating. But as my following goes up and stuff, and as more people become interested in knowing who I am and what I do, there's just a lot of explaining that needs to be done. Like, I just feel like I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed, because I feel like a lot of people might reach out to me, and they're reaching out to me with this wrong idea relating to me. You look at me, what do you think? I want people to know the real me. A part of me is also kind of private. Like, yeah, I want people to know the real me, but I don't want people all up in my business. I want to be authentic, but I want to practice authenticity without completely sacrificing my privacy. I don't want to sacrifice my privacy to make anybody else feel better, or I'm not doing that. I really, that's not me. I'm not that nice, okay? Or that naive, whatever you want to call it. I'm really not. But I still want to be authentic. I've just been realizing that I don't want to mask anymore. There's been a lot of masking done throughout my childhood. I mask at work. I mask in social settings. There might be more than just ADHD. My best friend, her name is Sarah. She has ADHD and she has autism. And we've always gotten along really, the way we connected, it was fate. This is my sister. This is a sibling to me. This is somebody, if somebody, I don't even know how to express it, how much I care about Sarah. I care about Sarah so much. So we clicked instantly. We are one and the same. She's literally the light-skinned version of me. When somebody who's autistic tells you, hey, you might be autistic, that's a peer review. You should listen. That's probably the closest you're going to get to actual diagnosis. She's mentioned it more than once, and I haven't really been listening to her, because in my opinion, I already have enough illnesses. I already have enough going on. What else? What more do we need? That's how I feel. She mentioned it and I never really listened to her. I just feel like I had too much going on. Guys, the concealer is missing. We're back. Okay, I felt like I had too much going on, so I didn't really listen to her. And then she brought it up again a few weeks ago. And then I was like, okay, maybe, I should start listening, because ADHD might help me in social situations because I'm very spontaneous, impulsive, don't really think things through in that moment. So I've always described myself as an extroverted introvert growing up. If I'm in the right social setting, I'm lit. But if I'm in the bad social setting, you can tell I'm in a bad social setting. I feel like with neurotypical people, when they're in a bad social setting, it's a structured reaction. It's like, okay, I don't really like this place. I'm gonna be polite, and then I'm gonna go on about my day and, probably not talk to these people again. With me, if I'm in a bad social setting, it's like, you need to get the fuck out of here now. No. And it doesn't even matter if I'm at work. It doesn't matter if I'm in a library. For a neurotypical person to describe a social situation that's bad, it would have to actually be bad. For me, it doesn't have to actually be bad. If it's too much, and the smallest thing can be too much, I gotta get out of there. And I shut down. I stop talking. I don't talk. I prefer to just sit and observe. And that might not be autism. I'm not saying I'm autistic. I'm just saying, hey, maybe I should listen to Sarah. That's what I'm saying. Because I don't like going around saying I have stuff and I don't have it. And that's why I didn't want to listen to Sarah when she first mentioned it, because I'm tired of thinking I have something and I don't. Now I'm embarrassing myself. Now I think I know myself. I don't really know myself. I'm just saying shit. And now it starts looking like everybody has autism. As much as I hate that dialogue with everything in me, and everybody who says it, I want to just generally end them, I still don't want to play a part of that. I still don't want to think I have autism, and I really don't. And it's just, a trend at the moment. I need to make sure I actually do have this thing, because if I do, it'll explain so many things. I won't feel like I'm faking. I'm tired of feeling like I'm faking stuff. So I want to get a diagnosis this year. I don't know where I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do it, when, why, who, when, where. But I do want to get a diagnosis officially. I feel like the ADHD is pretty self-explanatory. I feel like I would have come to that conclusion on my own eventually. The ADHD is very in my face. It's there. The body dysmorphia thing, I realize, is not true, or it might be a false diagnosis, simply because I'm not hyperfixating on my body right now. When I got the diagnosis around that time, I was hyperfixating on my body. And I wasn't hyperfixating even on a specific point of my body. I was hyperfixating on me as a whole. And I have a tendency to do that. Every quarter, there's always a hyperfixation. It could be me, it could be somebody else, it could be something else. It doesn't matter. I hyperfixate on it, and I could be hyperfixating on multiple things at the same time. So I can hyperfixate on Spider-Man man, while hyperfixating on me, while hyperfixating on some random stranger on the internet. I can do all three. Trust, if my brain feels like wasting time, that's how it's gonna choose to waste time. To me, by the way, guys, this came in the mail today, and this is exactly why I'm making content, because I needed a new, this spray I'm putting y'all on. This spray right here, y'all need to cop this spray. Like, it keeps your makeup on for a very long time, and I'm a very oily, greasy person, and all of the makeup sprays, they don't cut it for me. After like 4 hours, my makeup is trying to slide right off my face. But not this one though. This one keeps me looking chic. But anyways, back to what I was saying. The ADHD is there, and it doesn't really bother me that it's there. What bothers me is how, like, after all the research I've done on it, it made me realize, oh, this is a disorder that y'all don't take seriously. Like, this is a disorder where it's gonna take a lot of explaining. And I fucking hate it, because once you tell somebody, oh, I'm bipolar, they lock in. If you tell somebody, oh, I have borderline personality disorder, they kind of lock in. Even if you tell somebody, oh, I'm autistic, they won't really lock in unless you look autistic. So let me not use that example. If I tell somebody I'm schizophrenic, they lock in. But if I tell somebody I have ADHD, they don't really lock in. They're just gonna be like, oh, you're so quirky all over the place. Why are you not hyper? Like, why are you not moving right now? Like, it's like, you have it all wrong. You have it all wrong. Actually, I'm gonna unmask through my videos too. I feel like for some of my videos, I try to act all calm and collected. This isn't me, guys. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm tired of masking. I'm tired of performing. I'm tired of trying to act like someone I'm not. I am not a chill girl. I'm actually a very, very, very crazy lit girl. I'm very but it's like, I'm not like this all the time. There are times where I'm like, I stay like that for hours on end. Honestly, I think that's just the ADHD and maybe the autism taking turns. Maybe, the ADHD can't have the spotlight all the time. I honestly don't know. But what I do know is, why am I on my own channel and I'm not myself? Why am I trying to act like someone I'm not? That's why I came here without my bonnet, without my makeup. Usually, I've filmed myself without makeup before, but I usually have a bonnet on because for some reason I'm insecure over my hair. I don't really like my hair. And it's kind of like at an awkward stage right now, and I feel like it's a lot. It is a lot going on for me, and hold on, y'all, I'm gonna blend this out. I got into a situation, and I realized if anybody is looking to get to know me, and they want to go through my videos first and see what I look like, and how I talk, and how I act, I want them to find a realistic video. I don't want them to go and see something fake, and then now I'm acting like, no, this is me. Like, I'm not even joking. This is who I really am. And it's gonna be a lot for some people. And some people might even be like, ill. And that's okay. You're free to say ill. You're free to not subscribe. You're free to unfollow. That's not gonna change me. Will it suck a little bit? A little, I guess. But like, at the end of the day ends. So it's like, what more? My videos are not scripted. So it's like, I don't think I have structure to like say the right thing or do the right thing or like plan cool importance and say cool stuff. I'm not cool. I just say whatever comes to my head. Everything's straight from my head. Like, I'm not, God, it's really hot in here. It's so hot in here. But I'm trying to get my makeup on. My makeup's acting the fuck up. Hold on, y'all. That's better. That's better. I love this spray. Like, it has my makeup like sitting. I don't know where I was going. And honestly, that's fine. We're just gonna move on to the next topic. Like, I want to be myself. I'm tired of like performing. I'm tired of trying to adhere to beauty standards, because there is a small part of me that always just wanted to be pretty. And I realized my definition of pretty and society's definition of pretty are two different things. So exactly what am I trying to do? What exactly am I trying to do here by trying to be pretty? At the end of the day, I'm not gonna meet the expectations. So what are we doing? Like, what's up? I want to thank Dochi, because I look up to that. I like authenticity. I love authentic people. I look up and I'm drawn to authentic things. And I don't want to ever be in a situation where it's not authentic. I'm just performing the whole time. And I'm trying to figure out, while I'm talking, I'm trying to figure out the next step. So I did my foundation. No, I did the concealer. And I think next is the bronzer a little bit. So let's do that. So another thing about me, I suck at tradition. I love routine. My routine is very specific and I do things a very certain way. And honestly, I will get a little bit of anxiety if it's not. Well, I'm saying a little bit, but that's an underestimation. Depending on what it is, I could either freak out or it could just unnerve me for a while. So I have a routine, but I don't know where I was going with that. So I'm actually going to move on from that conversation too. I'm sorry, guys. Like, no, actually, I'm not sorry. This is just how my brain works. My brain, it functions at a very fast speed, and I daydream a lot. I'm a huge daydreamer. That's really where half of my ideas come from daydreaming. Literally, if I want to get inspo, I just put on my headphones, I go listen to music, and I just rock back and forth, daydream, or I just like lay in bed and I just like daydream, and I get these ideas from my daydreams. If I'm thinking, whatever I see in my daydream that I like, I just take those ideas from my daydream and I bring them to life. That's the direction I'm taking my content in. I'm taking my content from dream to reality type shit. Yeah, I get inspo from other people as well, but I really prefer to do things from my own head, because what my brain can produce, not to sound like cocky, but my brain can produce some cool stuff. So sorry guys, this is how I put my, actually, why am I saying sorry? There's nothing to be sorry for. Like, I keep saying sorry. What am I sorry for? If somebody doesn't like the way I lag, then you need to get off my channel. This won't work out. And I want to be okay with things not working out between me and an audience. Like, if an audience or a certain specific person in that audience is like, yo, she's too much, or this is just too much, you're free to just get away. Because I understand I can be too much for a lot of people, but there are people that I'm enough for. And those are the people I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the people I'm too much for. So basically, really what I'm trying to get at is, if I show myself and show who I really am, it doesn't really leave people guessing. I kind of want people guessing because mysteriousness, but I kind of don't. Because really, with me, if I make people guess, they're going to be guessing the wrong things. A part of me hyperfixates on making people have the correct assumptions about me. I don't want people to have their own notion of what they think. But hey, at the end of the day, the day ends. If they want to have their own notion, I really can't die over that. Like, that's something I'm teaching myself. I can't die because people want to have their own ideas of me. I will not die. Yeah, I think blush is next. Blush is next. Okay, cool. My makeup has been pretty consistent lately. I haven't really changed it up. It's the same shit over and over and over. It's really my hair that I've been like experimenting with, because I realized, back to me saying that I want to be pretty, growing up, there was a certain, and even now, there's a certain definition of pretty you have to be. I can't conform to it completely. I try to conform, and it doesn't turn out the right way. I'm not one of those pretty perfect girls who always got the right pose, the right angle, who always uses the perfect audios, and I'm not gonna lie, I love those girls. Those girls are a T, and I wish in another universe I could have been them, but I'm not them, I'm all over the place, and I'm okay with being all over the place. Yeah, they're pretty, yeah, they're cool, but that's not me. I have my own definition of beauty in my daydream world. That's the standard I'm chasing after. I don't think I wanna chase after society's standards anymore. I don't want to, because I don't like society standards. Society standards are pretty boring. And also, it's just anti-women all in general. Like, women have to be this and this and this, and it's like, the guys just get to be there. And it's like, no. Like, actually, no. I don't want to conform to any of that. That is just so toxic. And also, it's unreachable for me. Not only would I be wasting money in trying to reach it, but I reach it and it's still not going to be good enough. It'll never be good enough. So instead of like trying to reach a standard that wasn't even set in place for me, I'm making my own standard, and I'm gonna chase that. The dopamine addict in me needs to chase something. I like trying to meet expectations as long as they're reasonable, and I feel like meeting my own expectations could be a little bit reasonable compared to meeting society's. I'll never be light skinned, I'll never be white, I'll never have 3C hair, I'll never have 1A hair, I'll never be short, I'll never be the perfect skinny, I'll never be thick, I'll never be, normal and like subdued and submissive and quiet and like, I'll never be those things. That's not me. I don't want to be those things either. Those things do not interest me. And a lot of girls feel like, a lot of women, because sometimes my brain thinks I'm still 16, a lot of women feel sorry, there's something on my nose and it's like making me want to kill myself. A lot of women feel compelled to follow these like societal rules, and I honestly think I want to be a content creator that people look up to, and then they look and they realize, wait, I don't have to oblige to these stupid societal rules. Look at this girl. I want people to look at me and be like, oh wow, look at this girl, like she's doing whatever the fuck she wants. Maybe I should do whatever the fuck I want too. And that's kind of the vibe I'm trying to give girls. Like, you don't have to do this. Start questioning why you want to do certain things. If it's not for you, then you probably should not do it. Hey, people have free will, but how do you want your free will to end? Do you want your free will to end with you in an unhappy place, in an unhappy career, in an unhappy relationship because you quite literally lived for everyone else? Or do you want to end up in your space, your world, with your happiness and your own belongings and your own family and your own, and by family I mean found family, or if you don't even like people like that, you don't even need a found family, your pets. And if you don't even like animals, you don't need pets either. but just for you. And I realized this, and I'm gonna be the first person to say it. If school isn't for you and you know you're good at something else and people just don't approve of it because they think that it's a risk, or they think that you can't do it, or they think that it's just not worth pursuing, I want to say this with everything in me. You probably should try not listening to these people, because these people, they've already lived their lives and it's not in a spot that they'll ever want to be in. If you're taking advice from somebody, it needs to be from somebody who you're looking at them and you're thinking, this is how I want to live. Like, authentically. Because I could look at a doctor and think, this is how I want to live, and it's not really authentic. The doctor just happens to have a nice life. Or I could look at somebody who's just doing their own thing, and it's just like, it's still bringing them content because it's something they enjoy. It's them. That's how I want to live, authentically. Like, I don't want to live like in an image. I don't want to perform forever. Wow, are y'all not tired of performing? Because I'm exhausted. Like, I don't know how people do it. I just can't keep doing it. I don't want to perform, you guys. I really don't. It's not something that interests me. It's not something that brings me any joy. It actually stresses me out when I feel like I have to perform. The minute I pull up to a function, mask comes on, perform, go home, and then recharge for the next 3 days. I'd rather be myself. I think that this is what this whole video is about. This whole video is about encouraging people to be themselves, because I'm never going to promote something else. I don't want to promote another image. I don't want to promote. If y'all ever feel like, oh, Delinda, I feel like you're not being yourself. I mean, y'all don't know me and nobody could ever tell me really what to do. But if somebody like really like who knew me and was close to me, I was like, Delinda, you're not being yourself. You're definitely putting on a mask. I'm going to try to fix that, because I don't want to wear a mask forever. I don't want to perform for society forever. And I feel like a lot of people, they have this idea and of what they want in life. They don't question why they want it. Me going to school to get a degree was for my family. I don't give a fuck about school. I don't care about college. There's not a single degree in school that I want to use right now. And I say right now because this could change in the future. Maybe in the future, I'll want to go to school for me and get a degree in who knows what. But that's for me. Also, the steps to getting there, why am I doing all that? Why am I doing all those steps for something I don't give a fuck about? Your girl is just so tired. Like, even with my own family, I'm going to stop performing. I'm going to stop performing. I don't want to perform anymore. Every time I say it and I repeat it, it like strikes me. Like, the realization strikes me more and more. I don't want to perform anymore. That's it. That's all. I don't want to perform, guys. I don't want to do it. I don't want to mask and not be myself because neurotypical people can't handle it, or other people can't handle it. If you have a problem with how my brain works, I'm not gonna lie, I've never been afraid to scrap. So we could tussle about it. Like, if it's really beef over how my brain works, I'm more than glad to settle it somewhere. And baby, trust, I'll settle it, because that's my brain. What are you mad at my brain for? You don't know what's going on. And I never deem myself to be a bad person. I don't think I'm bad. I don't think I'm evil. Am I overstimulated? Yes. Bad, evil? No. That's just never been me. By the way, guys, I'm putting on this white powder. I realize it gives me a bright under eye, but only if I do it the right way. If I mess up, the whole look's gonna be fucked up, and then y'all will be able to tell, and then I'm gonna buy a gun. But anyways, as I was saying, performance time is over. Like, I don't want to do that. For example, my Instagram, I don't know if any of you follow me on there or even give a fuck about what I post, but if you do give a fuck about what I post, like, I be spamming on my story and I just be thinking like, yo, like, I be talking shit on my story. I be just be going on my story and be crazy. Like, what if I'm annoying people? And then I realize if I'm annoying people, they could really just unfollow me. And that goes for real life. If you don't like what I'm doing, you could really get the fuck on. Like, I don't like when people force themselves to be somewhere that they don't have to be in. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to, like, if I'm really not your cup of tea, that is something I can accept. I can accept not being everyone's cup of tea. Hold on, y'all, because I'm getting stressed out. Okay, what's next? A lot of people, they do things without questioning why they want to do it. Why do you want to get married? Why do you want that job? Why do you want kids? Why do you believe in, like, your religion? Why do you hang out with these people even though they're not good for you and they don't understand you and they always disappoint you? Why do you date these types of people? Why do you, like, people don't ask themselves why enough because they're scared of hearing the answer. And I feel like if you're scared of hearing the answer, that's a step in the right direction. It means there's still room for growth. Because why do I have you in my circle and really all you've done is ever disappoint? Like, all you've ever done is disappoint me. Like, really, like, what's going on? We need to question why we do certain things. A lot of the time, people do certain things because that's what's expected of them. they're expected to do this a certain way. I don't know, guys. I don't like doing things that are expected of me. I do things because I want to. It's a performance. That's what I mean by performing. If you're living for other people, even if it's subconsciously, you are performing until you end up in that casket. Whoa, like, I just feel like that's a lot to do. Okay, what are we looking like right now? I'm kind of liking the look. I don't really know what's going on, but it's not crazy. I don't know. I need my lashes. I hate putting on lashes. Not only does it take 300 years, but it never goes on the first try. Like, it's always this whole thing. I really despise it. It's a step in my routine that I wish I never had to do. This is performing because I don't have to wear lashes. The lashes make me look better. So I wear lashes. That's performing. I can admit that I'm performing by wearing lashes. Me putting on makeup because I know it makes me look better and makes people watch my videos. That's performing. But I feel like there's types of performing I can handle. I can perform to some degree. I'm not saying like, I hate performing, but I feel like I hate performing socially. Like, let's say I'm in a group setting or I'm talking to people and I start telling them things I think they want to hear. That's performing. Or saying things in hopes of getting validation from that. That's performing. Now, with me, I can perform, but I want to perform on my own terms. And me putting on lashes and wearing makeup and doing my hair for like content, that's me performing on my own terms. Nobody's telling me to do it. I'm telling me to do it. Like, like it's more like, yeah, people are gonna I'm gonna get better responses and more positive reactions, but it's like, I'm okay with that. You can be okay with performing to some degree. How much are you willing to perform though? This is as far as I can take it. I don't think I can perform. I'm not gonna go online and be like, yeah, so this is my dressed up diary and stuff. That is too much. Too much. Me wearing makeup is one thing, but like actually having to physically act out no. Sorry guys, there's no music, but I remember when I was in high school and this boy I liked, he asked me like one day, like, are you on drugs? And I was like, no. Why did he ask me that? And I remember at the time I was like really hyper. I was jumping around and everybody was just walking to lunch and I'm just like, ah. And then he asked me that and I remember thinking like, God, like my personality is just so, like I look like a drug. Like, I started like getting a weird perception of people who do drugs. And I don't mean weed, but like drugs, like people who might dabble in crack or dabble in heroin. I would start thinking I don't want to act like them, so I have to be more normal. I have to stop moving so much, talk normal, don't, but even when I tried, like it was still poked through. So really, fuck that boy. I don't know, I don't even remember who said it, but I know somebody did. We were walking to lunch and then they were like, oh, are you on drugs? And I was like, but like, yeah, that's what neurodivergent people have to deal with. We have to deal with being told we're too much, or like, neurotypicals are setting these standards. And it's not even neurotypical people, because I feel like in my head, my brain sees neurotypical people as the devil because they are the ones who set this standard. But at the same time, did they? We'll never know. I don't have a complete explanation for how I feel, but I will say I feel very strong negative emotion. If I feel like you're neurotypical, I'm immediately bored by you, I'm immediately disinterested, and I'm immediately like, you need to get out of my face, because you're gonna expect me to be normal because you're normal and I'm not normal and we're wasting both of each other's time, so I'm just gonna leave. That's how I see it. But I shouldn't. There are really cool neurotypical people out there, so I shouldn't be like that. That's not fair. And that's another thing about me. My sense of justice is like really strong, and it's my sense of justice. One thing that I think people should talk about is everybody has a different sense of justice. What might piss somebody else off who's neurodivergent might not piss off another neurodivergent person. Like for me, I'm very big on boundaries. So if I see that somebody's boundaries are not being respected, I'm going to lose it. Like, type shit. Oh, also littering. Oh my God. Like, if I see somebody litter, I don't think I have the balls to yell at them, because the ADHD is like the quick anger, but the autism, if it is autism, it's like I hate confrontation. So it's like, I don't really, it'd be like, it's like, you're running towards something and then you like, the autism makes you slowly stop and just walk away. So it's like, it's embarrassing. Me and Sarah were literally talking about this. We were literally like, oh, it just feels like we're all talk sometimes, because our anger in that moment is so strong. It really does feel like we're going to do something about it. But then the awkwardness settles in, and then like, it's just like, I actually don't want to interact with you. Why would I interact with you? If you just littered in front of me, you're clearly a shitty person. What am I arguing with you for? That's how my brain sees it. Like, yeah, I could really kill you right now, but it's like, I'm not even going to try, because you clearly don't give a fuck about nothing. You don't even care about the environment. So why should I go and engage in a conversation with you? That's how it feels like to me. But I'm not saying like if I get angry, nothing's gonna go down. Like, no, if my boundaries are being tried and I have to resort to violence, I'm gonna resort to violence. But it's not something I want to do. I don't go out looking for violence. I don't like that. I don't go out looking for confrontations. I actually prefer to just walk away from a lot of things. I prefer to run away from a lot of things. I prefer to block, delete, forget. That's how my brain works. I don't like being all head, front, and center. No, I don't like arguing. Arguing does give me a little bit of dopamine, but I don't like doing it, like, for real, for real. But it's like, yo, I didn't even know where we were going, but I think I kind of like my makeup, you guys. I'm waiting for the glue on my lashes to dry. I need more neurodivergent followers. Like, the neurotypical people can follow me and support me. I'm so happy you guys are here, especially if, like, you're still cool with me even after watching this video. You're cool, like, you're awesome, like, you know. But I also need more neurodivergent, because I feel like I don't like doing certain shit and I feel like nobody gets it. Like, you know, it's either you get it or you don't, and I prefer people to get it than not get it. And I feel like the neurodivergent people might low-key get it a little bit better, but, you know, maybe not. We don't know. We don't know. Just because you're neurodivergent does not mean you're a good person, and just because you're neurotypical does not mean you're a bad person. I gotta teach myself that, because my brain, I struggle with black and white thinking. So with my brain, it's like, it's either this or that. There's no in between. There's no gray. It's this or that. It is this or that. And if you try to fight that, I will kill you. It's also, if I say these things, like, if I'm crazy on here, will YouTube, like, what's YouTube gonna do to me? Because I've been saying some pretty strong stuff here. Like, will that get me? I'm just gonna bleep it out because I'm not trying to risk nothing. Let me put these lashes on. I've been saying some strong stuff. Like, I'm using some strong language. Like, will YouTube come for me, you guys? I'm scared. All right, I gotta put these lashes on, but... Okay, so this is, like, my second mirror because I'm, like, doing my makeup from my first mirror. So I'm just gonna, like... It's already giving me a hard time, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting drained. Like, this whole thing is draining me. I have to do 2 dress-up diary videos after this, which I'm excited to do. I love my dress-up diary series, and it's been getting a lot of positive responses. And even if it wasn't, I think I would have stopped, like, low-key. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I don't care about nothing. Like, I care about some things, you know? Okay, this is cool. How much you wanna bet this lash is not going on? But yeah, I don't want to be perfect. I've been saying this for so long. I don't want to be perfect. I don't want to be normal. I don't want anybody to look at me and be like, oh, I want to be like her. She's so classy. No, girl, I'm not classy. And I don't want to be classy. I don't want to be what society expects of me. I want to be what I expect of me. Like, that's just how I've always been. I've always just been anti-rule. Like, if I don't understand a rule, I'm not going to follow it. I'm going to do my own thing. And if I ask a question about that rule and nobody can give me a proper answer, I'm definitely not following it because y'all don't even know why the rule is there. Wait, the lashes went on, guys. This is a pretty good start because usually the lashes don't be going on. I kind of want to put, like, some eyeliner thing on my waterline. Okay, so I'm going to bring that back. I don't know what's going on, but ADHD has this, like, reputation where it's not seen as a serious disorder. And I don't know what we're going to do to, like, fix that because ADHD is serious. It is. It's not quirky. It's not fun. Literally, I wish I didn't have this. Like, this isn't fun. Like, yeah, I told you guys the good stuff. Yeah, I'm creative. I daydream a lot. Yeah. But let's say I'm not able to bring those daydreams to life. I will go 3 months MIA. Just can't breathe, can't blink. Just stuck. Basically paralyzed because I feel like I failed and I'm a loser who deserves to die. That's not fun. Like, the inconsistency is what makes it a disorder. Because yes, these good things can happen, but y'all are not thinking about what happens when the bad things happen. Like, y'all are not getting how I really lose my mind. The way I'm passionate right now out loud, imagine what goes on inside my head. My head never shuts up, ever. To the point where every morning I wake up and my thoughts start going, I literally go in my head, oh, so we're starting early. Like, literally, I just start, because it's too much. I wake up, boom, and we're already on, like, 12 different topics. I just woke up. Like, my brain doesn't even shut up in my sleep. Like, I don't rest. My brain keeps going. And even when I was depressed, and I had, like, you know, I got diagnosed with depression first. I never had, like, a type of depression where you just rot in bed for hours on end and everything just gets dirty and piles up around you. Like, yes, I've had that, but it's been more, like, restless. Like, I could never just be in bed and just depressed. Like, I was moving around depressed and doing things depressed, but I wasn't completing stuff. I was just doing little weird things while depressed because my brain is looking for dopamine. There's no dopamine, so I'm just doing the most weirdest, questionable things to get that dopamine. To some people, oh wow, well, that doesn't sound too bad. You don't want to experience, like, I don't really know. I don't like comparing illnesses. I don't. Like, if an illness is an illness and it literally makes somebody's life hard, it makes somebody's life hard. That's why it's there. ADHD does not mean quirky personality trait. It does not mean your life is just faster, or it does not mean you're just creative and that's your superpower. It's a superpower. No, that's not what it means. ADHD means I have executive, I can't function executively, whatever the fuck it means. The way somebody could just sit and function, I can't do that, guys. And it gets in the way of my life, not just a YouTube video. It gets in the way of lots of things. My impulse control is on 0. Like, I'm not joking. The way y'all can restrain yourselves from purchases, even with money you have or don't have, the way you guys can, like, I'm not saying you guys as in like all of you, but like the way most people can, like, you know, restrain themselves or like think things through. With ADHD, it's more like do now and figure out later. And that has gotten me in more trouble than it's gotten me in good situations. You're really impulsive, you're really depressed, and you're really anxious because your anxiety is like constant. My brain will go on this tangent like you're gonna fail, you're gonna fail, you're gonna fail. And I'm telling you, that line just repeats for hours on end. And then the part in me that's like, I want to say autistic, it stresses me out. It's just so much. It doesn't shut up. Like, to me, I get sensory I get my sensory, I can't even say what I'm trying to say. I get overwhelmed or overstimulated, and from my own self. A lot of people, you know, it's noises, it's sounds, it's this. But for me, it can be me. Like, I can overstimulate myself just by thinking and sitting there. So I have to do little things like put my headphones on. I always have my headphones on. I feel like the headphones, it creates a barrier between me, myself, and even the real world. Sometimes I use my headphones to just be with myself and not the real world. Sometimes I use the headphones to block me from myself and the real world. Sometimes my headphones are just there to just be on my head because the weight feels good on my head. Like, you know, like I wear it more than the average person. I literally had somebody tell me that, like, hey, you always wear headphones, like you never have those things off. And they weren't like being like mean, they were just like observing. And I was like, yeah, like, you know, this is my comfort. Girl, she's right here. If these break right now, obviously I'm gonna try to replace it, but my heart is gonna break with it. Whenever my headphones die, I go into a rage. Like, well, no, not a rage, but like I freak out. I start like I get really physical. Like, things start just getting crazy. So if that's how I act when they die, or like when they need to be charged, I can't imagine how I'd act if they were broken. So it's like, I don't even want to. I need to put some blush on. I feel like I have no blush. I feel like I'm really plain right now. Hold on, guys. Mina, mina, mina. If somebody ever tries to say like, oh, I think Mooni 2Y is faking it, I'm not engaging. Like, I'm not gonna argue, I'm not gonna prove a point. You're blocked, and then that's it. Like, I you know, that's just something I have to think about, because who are you? Like, literally. And second of all, what now? I never really feel like I have to prove anything to anybody. I kind of feel like I have to, but I also feel like I don't. I feel like it is what it is, and it's either you accept me or you just can't. Like, I don't really know what's there to prove, guys. I'm having a pretty good day today because I got this, and this makes my makeup sit, okay? So I'm really happy I got this. This gave me enough dopamine to last me a few hours. I feel like we've covered nothing and everything. So I'm telling you guys right now, this is a new me. We're in a new era. You know, this year is gonna be about practicing authenticity. Yes, I want to work with brands. Yes, I want to collab with photographers. Yes, I want to model. Yes, I want to do all these cool stuff, but I want to do it while being myself. I don't think I want to be in a room where I have to not be myself. I don't care if it's a room that people would kill to be in. If I can't be myself, that's not a room I want to be in. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Even with my own friendships, because I do have like... Okay, guys, I'm going to do my lip combo. We're going to see how that turns out. My sister just texted me. My sisty. I also have a strange way of speaking. It's not strange. Actually, it's how I speak. I say a lot of words that you might not recognize or you could recognize. Like, I like to add certain phrases or like remix certain phrases. People do that in general though. So I don't think that's different. So actually, I don't want to talk about that anymore. I'm not going to explain. So sorry. I need to do this. This mirror is so dirty, but this is all I can do right now. Actually, what's going on under my nose? Because I'm realizing there's a lot going on. Or is it? What's going on? I don't know. I'll survive, I guess. I've had people ask, like, why do you do your makeup this certain way? Or why does this look like this? Why do you think it should look a certain way? For who? you could ask it in a nice way. Or they could be the ones that are like, why does she do her highlighter like that? That's too much. Why do you do it so little? I'm getting angry just think about it. I'm gonna start asking people questions. You feel so comfortable asking me questions. If I ask you a question right back, what's your answer gonna be? And then in the end, when I tell you stop living for people and I walk away like this, what the fuck are you gonna do? I don't do things especially for men. I don't do things with men in mind. Men don't like when, oh girl, boo, get the fuck on. Can I curse this much on this channel? I'm trying to think of any YouTubers I know who curse a lot and get away with it. But anyways, as I was saying, I don't do things for the male gaze especially. If men happen to like me anyways, cool. But I don't care about them. I really don't. I don't care about them. And I'm not saying I'm not attracted to them. I just don't care about what they say. I'm not saying I don't care about their feelings. Like, if a guy's nice and he's chill, cool, I'm gonna see him as a human being. But as a whole, I don't do anything based off what they like. I don't care. And even me, I like women too, but even if women were to expect certain things from me, I'm not doing it for them either. I mean, yeah, I like showing out a few times for the girls, and I like to dress for them. But it's like, it's not like, it's for fun. If you see me dressing for the gays and the girls, it's for fun. I'm not doing it because I feel obligated to. I don't have to dress for the girls. I don't have to dress for the men. I dress for me. And mind you, I'm not the most confident person out here. I'm not confident. I hate myself sometimes. But at the same time, I just really can't live for other people. I don't know y'all. Y'all don't know me. I didn't come into this world with any of you. I don't care what standards y'all set up. I don't care what y'all built. I don't care what's going on. I'm doing things my way. So, and then when I die, I die. And then that's it. We have bigger fish to fry. What? That's why I avoid Twitter. By the way, guys, I do have Twitter and I do use Twitter all the time. So like, go follow me, and because I be talking to myself on there. I don't use Twitter as in I scroll. I literally, whenever I have a thought and I'm like, I need to tweet this, I'll literally go on Twitter and I'll just tweet it and get off. I don't ever look at what other people are talking about. To me, Twitter is like a diary. Like, I just literally say anything that's on my mind, and that's it. Like, there's not much to really talk about. I'm not there to socialize, but I would like to have my own community on there where I could just talk shit and then people just like agree and like we talk and stuff. That'd be so fun. That's fun. I love community. And that's why I'm gonna miss TikTok, because Instagram is cool, but the community is not as strong. Like, I don't know. Twitter doesn't have community. That's why Twitter is the way it is. There's no real community on Twitter. I don't care what anybody says. That's not real community. That's war. Twitter is a battlefield where once you touch down, you either choose a side or you prefer to stay neutral. But neutral is a side on its own. So you're still choosing a side when you're on Twitter. I take things really literally. So it's really hard for me to tell when somebody's sarcastic. I'm really terrible with rage bait. To me, I genuinely believe somebody thinks like that and I genuinely want them dead. It's hard for me to watch satire movies because I'm thinking the whole time this is so stupid. Like, I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it. There are certain social cues I just don't get. I don't get anything. I don't get it. I feel like I came into this world and I was just told I had to fit in to survive. And it's like, I'm trying and it's not working out. Now I'm just questioning everything. I just don't get it. Why do you guys do this? Like, how am I the weirdo? Because I realize we don't have to do this. How are neurodivergent people the ones with the others? How are we the other? If anything, neurodivergent people are the people, we're the ones that are on track. None of this is real. And okay, I guess it's real to some degree, but can we stop being so serious about it? What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? I don't know who to talk to. I don't know who to ask. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't get it. I don't know why certain things are so stupid. Like, I don't understand dress code in work. And it's like, okay, no. Like, no tattoos, no piercings. Why? That's not professional. What's professional? Who set that standard up? For who? Why do I have to be professional? Do human beings not walk around and see everyday human beings? Do they not see tattoos and piercings ever? How does me having piercings and tattoos make me less qualified? It doesn't. But how do you think it does? Because of the way I present myself? So now, what is work? Is work a place where we go to act like someone we're not? Or are we there just there to get some money and live in this fucked up system? This took so much energy out of me. I hope y'all like it and I hope y'all watch it. Because I don't know. My makeup took so long to do. Like, what was up? Another thing is holidays. I don't get holidays. What do you mean Happy New Year's? For New Year's, I'm going to be this. For New Year's, I'm going to do this. For New Year's, guys, think about it. It is just another day. Time, everything we say, like, it's not really, January does not really exist. You know, January 1st does not really exist. 2025 does not really exist. Your life is still the same. People just added time to add some structure. I understand that. That's a rule I get. You know, making time so we could have structure and knowing things to. I get it. That helps society. I get it. But to really be thinking like time is real, like oh my god, like for January, oh my god, my January's already fucked up, girl. Your Wednesday's fucked up. Like this is just another day. Like it's not that serious. Hey, makeup. Her best friend is gonna love this video, Sarah. She's gonna be like, yes, bitch, I can see you coming out and being yourself. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey. Also, a lot of you guys have been commenting, and I freaking appreciate it because I love reading comments. Reading comments validates me and it gives me dopamine. Comments give me dopamine. Like, it makes me so excited because it's like, wow, somebody watched my video and they were like, let me leave a Yelp review. Like, let me say something. Let me talk to her. Like, yeah, guys, I freaking love it. It's so exciting. And I love, you know, knowing that you guys really care about my content. It makes me so excited. It motivates me. It makes me want to keep on going. It makes me want to keep inspiring people to be themselves and to keep talking to y'all and telling y'all it's going to be okay. Or maybe not. It might not be okay. I don't know. My makeup came out exactly the way it was supposed to come out. So I'm going to throw my wig on. You already know which wig. I be throwing on this wig every 2 seconds. Like, this wig is never not on my head. Like, I love this wig. It's my comfort wig right now. Every time I'm sad, I just throw it on, y'all. Whenever I want to look good, I just throw it on. It's quick. It's easy. So this is the wig. Yes, this is OG. I've had this wig for a few years. I bought it off Amazon, like, a few years ago. And I don't really remember from where. But I just remember that it was, I remember, like, the picture. You know when you're going to buy something and there's, like, a model? The model was, like, oh, this, like, 70-year-old white woman. So yeah, if you go on Amazon, you look up blonde mullet wig and you see a 70-year-old white woman going like, that's the wig. This wig is so chic. Like, I love it. I just love it. It's so easy to style. But lately, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I think she's trying to talk to me. She's telling me like, girl, you use me way too much. Like, cause she's starting to feel a little bit like ran through there. She feels ran through. She feels like I need to give her her rake. And I'm just not going to be doing that right now. So I need her to lock in. I'm like in a blonde phase right now. I feel like I want that to be my brand for now. I'm not sure that I'll always be blonde forever. But right now, it's fun. Hey, y'all. This video is like low-key over with. Like, did y'all really watch the whole thing? If you did, that means you're a real one. And I know you're really trying to get to know me because this is a lot for me. It is, guys. Like, it is a lot. It's too much sometimes. You know what I want to do, but I don't want to do it for real? I don't know if it'll work if I do it that way, but let me try. I have this lip plumper that I like to use, but I use it like so rarely. But I said rarely, but look at how it's looking. This is a chemical bomb. So I'm gonna put some on my top lip, but I don't want it to ruin my lip combo. Cause like certain lip glosses, they can affect your lip combo. I don't know why, but it's true. It's true.
No, it's true. It's true.
Okay, let me see. No, I can't do it. Sorry. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna use this one. Damn, this video is gonna be long. And the longer the videos are, the longer it takes me to edit it and post it. There was so much talking done in this one. I don't know what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to cut out. I don't really want to cut out anything. Like, I think everything I said was the truth. Everything I did, the way I acted, this is me. So what exactly am I going to be cutting out? We'll see. I don't know. I don't want to do too much editing. I kind of just want to like, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I think I should do like a thumbnail thing. You know what I want to do? Like, I'm daydreaming right now. I want to like name this, like this video, the real me. And then like I'll have like a mask like this and it's like, but I don't know how to edit that well, so we'll figure it out. Let me like mug and then like all right, this is perfect. I'm gonna make this work, watch. But anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned with me. And if you like the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you like the video, I already said that already. What else do I want to say? I know what else I want to say, but I'm going to catch y'all later. I love you guys so much. And thank you. Guys, my video like died, but I just want to say thank you and I love you guys. Bye.